Here I am, not too far from where I live, LA, California, zip code 90019. I am going to share with you a great story. And for those of you who know just so little about transmissions and car mechanics, you'll enjoy this one. My car was leaking transmission fluid. I took it into South Bay Ford, where I usually get my car serviced. And the guys there told me that I had a pretty big problem on my hands. I don't like big problems because usually that entails a lot of money. The serviceman told me that if I actually needed a new transmission, it'd be $2,000. That included labor, which a local mechanic had told me was a fairly good deal. And I definitely agree, because when I went online researching transmissions and the prices of brand new ones for my year 2000 V8 convertible Mustang, sure enough, those parts go for at least $1,600, and that doesn't include the shipping, and transmissions are heavy. Here's what happened. I went in to a local repair shop, and this guy gave me a rundown on overhauls. It was pricey. I went to another guy who told me that I'd be best to go with South Bay. And then I got all confused, and then went on to the research Google, and I found LA Transmissions, not too far from where I live. I got lucky. I hooked up with Juan. Check him out.
Well, what we did is we drove your car and we inspected. We find out the transmission was working properly at the time, or road testing. And we put it on the hoist, and we looked where we're leaking from. Because it got severe leak everywhere.
No kidding.
The model of the transmission model is 4R70W. 4-speed automatic transmission. Full electronic. Oh, one more bolt. This is the front pump.
What's that part called?
Front pump. This is the seal that's leaking, and this one here.
Right here.
This is the front seal.
Yep.
And this is the oil ring.
The oil ring's over there.
This is the one that leaks. Also.
Oh, you just flicked some oil on my lens. That's all right. I got my cloth here.
Nah, it's okay.
Just teasing you. I shouldn't tease you because you've been so dear. Look at that. That thing looks pretty nice. Is
right.
it?
Right here is the the clutch.
What's that?
The clutches.
The clutches for the automatic, right?
Yeah. They're not too bad.
Cool. Taking apart my transmission here, my 2000 Mustang convertible. Dream car, my dream car. Got Juan of LA Transmissions pulling out parts of another transmission.
Oh.
Those rings are basically the gears.
The friction clutches.
The friction clutches, not the gears.
Right.
Ah, see?
This is the drum. Everything seems to be alright. Now I'm gonna flip it down so I can expose the valve body for you. I need to remove the pan.
And the valve is where on the other side, correct?
Yes, on.
Jesus. Look at that thing leaking. That's what I was seeing all over my street by my house. Fluid. So you're going to put, oh, that's an interesting panel there. There's the pan. Scan the pan, right?
Yep. Is it? It's right here is the valve body. This is the other thing we're going to change.
On that side?
Yeah, there's the rear seal. This is the rear seal. Right here.
Huh.
That was the seal. Now we're going to take the station housing off because we're going to need to put another gasket on it.
And that was the part that you had mentioned in my estimate from day one, the gasket.
Right.
Hey, point to where you just pulled off that gasket. Is that the gasket there?
Right here.
So you just, I got you, perfect. So that,
Here's the other gasket.
right on.
Right here was a paint gasket. It is still a paint gasket. And this is the other gasket, the pump gasket.
Right.
Right here is a piece called a transmission mount, which is on her car is already collapsed, caused by the excessive oil leak. It's right here. See all the rubber thing? It's already collapsed, it's gone down. And what Ford did, so stupid, they instead of just remove this item, you have to buy the whole cross member. Él conoce a la secretaria de ahí y ella pasó a... This is where the flywheel is. It's right there is the engine.
And the pan, where does that thing sit?
This is the oil pan, engine oil pan. We're gonna reseal the whole transmission, which is we're gonna remove the seal. We already did the seal, rear seal, section housing gasket, oil pan, gasket, filter. We already took the filter out. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna remove, we already did remove the pump, front pump. We're gonna replace the gasket, the oil ring, which will go here. It's one of the major leaks, this one. And this part.
What's that part?
The front pump seal. So we're gonna replace that also. And we're going to remove the neutral safety switch and we're going to replace the leakage seal.
All right.
And we're going to replace the transmission mount.